How do you describe excellence in education, and what does it mean to you?
Excellence in education, I believe, well, we could have a college course on excellence in education. I believe excellence in education is providing the resources to all learners to grow and achieve their best with their potential. Whether it's through the arts, whether it's through core academic subjects, or it's through multiple teaching strategies, whatever opportunities, that to me is excellence in education. Seeing students, how they grow from when they come into the district, going through each level from elementary to middle school to the high school to graduating, and the success we see in our students when they go to college and prosper there as well.
There are a lot of things I could talk about in terms of excellence in education, but what I want to focus on is what it means for schools and a school district to offer excellent educational experience for students. For me, this fundamentally means that schools are providing the opportunities that all kinds of students in the city need to succeed in our schools and to thrive in their lives. This means strong, rigorous, innovative programs that meet the needs of lots of different kinds of people in our community, but also ones that challenge our kids to work hard, step out of their comfort zone, and try new things that they haven't necessarily tried before. So for me, excellence in education is about providing opportunities so that students are thriving as they grow up in our schools, and they're prepared to thrive when they're grown up in our community.
Excellence in education, I think, needs to go back to the basics: reading, writing, and arithmetic. If our students aren't proficient at that, they are going to not do well in any other areas. And it's true that everything now is aimed at sciences, computer sciences, and higher technology, but you still have to have the basics in order to accomplish the rest.
Okay, I believe what I'm meaning by that is that preparing our kids for the future, that they are active citizens and they are an asset to the society and not ones that bleed our resources into welfare and to what I call prison costs. And we don't need that. We need them to be active, happy, healthy citizens of Faribault.
I believe there are 4 key components to an excellent education. I think there has to be instructional delivery with content that is of high quality. It must be engaging and is based on best practices. A lot of those practices that now exist in the Faribault Public Schools are ones that maybe aren't aligned with that. We also need to know that student engagement is a hallmark. In every facet of education, students need to be self-determined and fully engaged in their own learning. We also need caring and capable staff that can promote positive school climate and provide adequate and appropriate school behavior and classroom management. And finally, we need excellent and innovative leadership. The superintendent, principals, and program directors in the Faribault Public Schools could be stronger leaders. They need to provide that leadership in order to be able to promote their staff and student accomplishments. Excellence in education requires contagious innovation, creativity, and passion from its leaders. That innovative spirit translates to an energized staff and engaged student body. Good enough isn't good enough in Faribault.
Yeah, so it's, all we read about in the newspaper, I shouldn't say all we read about, but a lot of what we read about is test scores, test scores, test scores. And so I think there's a lot more to it. When we were kids, the test mandates certainly didn't seem like what they are today. And there's just a lot more than just the test scores, the headline scores, the way the MDE reads it. And so, I think excellence in education is, obviously you got to be able to read and write, but we have to teach these kids empathy, tolerance, and there's a lot more than simply 2 + 2 or being able to spell something. That's certainly very, very important pieces of it, as is science and all the other things. But technology plays a big part in it as well. And so it's how do we get our students hopefully to be well-rounded students, and like I said, empathy, tolerance. Hopefully seeing colorless is a big thing. I travel a fair amount for my job, and I can tell you the diversity piece is here to stay. Just go to an airport or go talk with major companies throughout the country, and it's here. And so I think the better that we can do to include everybody in that, the better school district will be and the better community will be.